Okay, I gave them for crop. Let's go, dude. He can play style absolute trash. I would hope they get better with the patch. It's only worse. Dude, you gave him some big nutty damage though. Mobility is a little rough, but damage definitely is there. And we'll hopefully see some damage out of Leo tonight too, man. I feel like it's going to be a bit of that a learning curve for the playstyle. Learning curve for many of your abilities. A little bit of growing pains. It looks like that Demon Hunter was an absolute pain with Jareem. Hold on a second, Jareem just absolutely trucking down a Demon Hunter and not even giving Cracker much of a breather, barraging him immediately with even more missiles around the corner. Is that additional damage that I'm seeing? Is that from your familiar? Does that thing do a lot of damage? They bumped up by 250%. Big chops on the Jareem though. Might be in trouble. Jareem under pressure. Trying to see if he can back up out of there. Goes in for Invis. Polly reflected back at him with Cracker looking to just break this man in half. A quick block for Jareem though does give him a bit of a breather. He's just watching Cracker. He's just like watching a tiger pace back and forth, and there's just somebody on the other side about to take the gates down. About to be in the same room as the tiger, drinking up for Jareem with a knock at the Cracker. Trying to be a little bit more careful here, man. Trying to see if he can get out of here, man. The winter's insane. I do want to see some more winter plays out of Leah. I want to see how much he can crank with it, man. Not having a stun of remorses, I think does hurt you a little. It is going to be one of those like growing pains, as I guess the word I was looking for. There's going to be some growing pains for stuff like that, right? New talents, new builds, all that things. But I think for Leo, all he needs is like some kind of like a guaranteed stun. So maybe Strangulate is back in play. Jareem is actually, he does play the Giga Juice version of shields, by the way. So it looks like he is playing a strong version of shields that gives him a massive absorber, but it only is good if somebody actually ends up attacking you during those shields. Otherwise, you don't really have the shields active for a lot of the time. Your health bar is exposed. Has a shield for a quick second, but they're going to be gone in just a moment, right? 5 seconds. Yeah, 5 seconds to Jareem. Gotta rethink about how you use the shields. He's got to start using them as he's about to get in combo with Kragar and use them aggressively. While the shield holds, that's a lot of damage you're reducing, but once it's down, your health bar is exposed. And I think that's not what a lot of mages are used to anymore. Having to use that shield like super aggressively. Or to counter damage as soon as they're going to be up in melee. So it's almost like now you want to hold the shield, spear around the corner. Looks like it's not enough to catch Jareem. He tried to do it. Into a Blaze Storm, does have the shield absorb a portion of it though. And whenever he does have the shield absorb, he could go for a blink into a massive invis, by the way. That would give him lots of mobility and lots of repositional. Trying to see if he can stay away from Kragar. Blink is going to be one chopper. Nova to follow throw is available. He's got himself a bit of that reflect. Jareem trying to be very careful. Doesn't it reflect? He's something back at it. Not really sure what. But that shield, man, it is a massive shield, but it doesn't hold for more than 5 seconds. But it does have some giga good cooldown reduction, though. He does have some very good cooldown reduction on the shield. Evocation interrupted, chopping him down, taking him out. With Windwalker going to be up next, dropping down a port. And is giving Kragar a chance to at least get himself a bit of a reset. I love to see it, man. Love the honor duel. Clashes into him, but a shockwave does disrupt him immediately. Karma to reverse it. Kragar may be looking at potentially an escape here. Fear onto the monk does go for a trinket with a massive slice and wins. Straight up on a plunge from Kragar under a ton of pressure. Got himself a bit of healing roar, but he just knows he's left with not a lot. So he's gonna set a roar into Windwalker. Set him bleeding, so the next guy going into him has at least got an additional bleed to work with. Into a disarm onto Caligorn. Does go for a disarm onto Windwalker as well. Parry up is available. Does go for a Strombolt around the corner. Big spear, massive Blaze Storm. Trying to see if you can ramp up the damage. You can't escape the spear at all. That's offensive fury. Trying to see if you can parry out the damage, but you can at least overpower through it. Into Electric, does have a trick and slice and wins a lot of damage. He has him in the execute range though. Holy, could made him his game, but Caligorn does take it. Just continue to chop him down. Oh my goodness. So much damage. Plus trying to see if he can give Caligorn as much of an auto as possible. While he is a stealthy, he's not rushing it. He's giving you an opportunity here. Unless Caligorn doesn't play second wind. No, he does. He does. There's just no way of where you wouldn't. Plus there's even a synergy with the Colossus and second wind too. So it's like even more of a reason to. Communities are my ops, can't do anything. Yeah, it's gonna be rough, man. Cloak of Shadows is instantly full plus though, and the rogues no longer have that Cloak of Shadows that gives you. That was a good DFA combo. I honestly did not expect for it to go that quickly. I'm not used to some rogues being able to walk in and just global somebody. I feel like it's something that you saw in Shadowlands or previous expansions. Maybe a little bit of Dragonflight, but not as often. It's become more of a rarity. But it looks like they got a bit of that bite back right now. Oh my god. Oh my god. That was good, right? Big DFA, slam down, entire health bar, god, and you let him heal up too. That was like a full like, hey, here's an opportunity. I was just trying to note there, like Cloak of Shadows, you can't do that evasion thingy anymore as a rogue. So it's good, but like, you know what I mean? It's good, but no longer has that evasion combo. Or Cloak of Shadows gives you physical damage reductions or whatever. Or immunity to physical attacks, I guess. Whatever it was called. It basically gave you like a dodge, but also removed physical debuffs, I think that's the best way to put it. Yeah, so use that in the opener, but like it doesn't really do anything against Caligorn. Stun for Sun Trade, plus getting knocked out, does step right into a stun totem, which is unfortunate, but looks like maybe not dotted, so does get himself at least a proper reset out of there with a vanish. Question is, does he have himself the burst? He got Shadow Blades. If he got Flagellation, this could be massive. Sabo is a shaman, so he's got himself wall, but he needs to have a trinket ready for it without wall. So if you just walk in, try to see if you could ramp up a little bit of damage, then go for cheap shot after. Just goes in for cheap shot, instant trinket for Sabo. Rogue try to see if he can get himself a proper go. Hex is gonna hit him either way. Does have a trinket for it. Do you have a proper go here? Shadow Blades are active. Question is, do you have the damage? Oh, the rude though. Sabo is trying to see if he can play the rogue like a fiddle. Gouge for a second, cheap shot right after. Try to see if he can build up some more damage into more eviscerates, back-to-back cheap shots. Full wall out for Sabo, and the wind strikes, or just the storm strikes with the doom winds are enough to clobber him down. My goodness, it's just a lot of damage for either one. Leo's looking at Saya. I think they'll try to figure out who's going to be next. I think they'll try to figure that out here really quickly. It looks like Leo's on the back burner. Yeah, it looks like they're sending Saya instead. Sabo and Zakhan are the only ones left over for the team one. They have quite a bit to go through here. Paladin and a oh no, it is Leo. It is Leo. I think maybe Leo's trying to see if he can get a rematch versus Sabo. Last time it didn't work in his favor for sure. Does have a stun. Trying to see if he can get himself a proper setup. It's going to be a Remorseless Winter. Everything is available. Does he have himself a proper go here? It looks like he's trying to delay himself a proper go until a little bit later. I think he notes that Sabo has himself that big immunity and is trying to see if he can bait it. Riders are not enough to bait it. Sabo's actually doing a good job dealing with riders. Between the stun totems and the root totems, he's able to actually just not take a lot of damage from any of them until all four riders depart. Maybe one rider is going to be a little bit of pressure, but not too much compared to all riders. That's a big zaps out of the totem. Massive burst out for Leo. Trying to see if he grips Sabo back in. The silence is not enough for the man to bury underground. It isn't a spellcast. The guy just busts out a shovel like he's in a scrap heap in Undermine. And just, wait. Why does that stun totem look like it's on top of the tiger's nose? Or tigers. Sharks' nose? I said tiger because of tiger sharks. That's one reasoning. I definitely know my aquatic mammal animals. Is that a mammal? I'm not even sure. Some of them are mammals. Aquatic animals versus like non-aquatic. Safari. Wait, no, tigers are not safari, are they? I should just stop talking. Let's stop talking. I majored in IT. I didn't major in animal handling. All right. Sabo though, under full advantage here. Leo's the one running for the hills, but will he be able to turn this around? He has some potential full go here they could maybe make happen. Big stun, Sabo has a trinket, walls available. They just fight through the wall. You don't have much health to work with. It's gonna be Lich Board, got himself maybe a deathback sounds on Sabo. Sabo looking to walk out of the snowstorm, taking so much damage. Leo with deathback does take Sabo out, and he's just gonna grip Zekon into the tornado. Man almost died in the, oh my god, he almost died in the snowstorm. This guy better count his blessings. He almost, at least he got himself regenerating, so he's got himself a reset here, and it looks like Saya's giving him at least an opportunity for a unhonored duel, not really charging him, but he almost died there to the snowstorm, man. That was amazing. Yeah, having a class that can immune with the underground movement as shamans can versus that full DK go, yeah, that's rough, man. That's rough. Zakhan does get hit with a stun. Searing Glare to follow. May just be looking at a bubble here, or Spell Warden at the very bare minimum. Does he have Spell Warden? He does not. Society's gonna hit with a stun that's gonna be tricking out of him. Zakon, I think, potentially with a bubble here, does blind Saya, but he does not have a lot to work with. He needs to lay on hands right now. I'd lay on hands now. You're getting way too low. What the? Okay. Well, I guess Saya just swings by and just hits him with a hammer hit. Oh, everybody got a chance to play. Pretty nice. Everybody literally got 1 kill except for 1 person. I think whoever's lost their first match. I think it was a Demon Hunter. That's a Forge. All right, push. Let's do the same thing we do. Let's reform the group. 2 people that played 2 fresh blood. Yeah, let's do that. Let's get some variety in here. And we'll give you guys all a chance to play because there'll be an opportunity for all.